One of my family's favorite things to eat are meatballs, and on today's video, I'm going to be smoking up some meatballs on my Yoder White 640 pellet smoker. Stay tuned. All right, looks like we had a little bit of camera problems, but let me tell you what I put in this bowl. I got 4 pounds of ground beef, and then I got 1 pound of a hot breakfast sausage. Now, this is just a store brand. I believe I got this from Walmart. Yeah, the Great Value brand. This is just a hot sausage. This is 1 pound. So 2 pounds of ground beef, 1 pound of hot breakfast sausage, and then I put 2 tablespoons of each of these rubs. I'm using the beef rub and seasoning from Victory Lane Barbecue. I'm using their Season Everything, 2 tablespoons of this as well. Now this is probably the saltiest rub that Victory Lane makes, and because it's a lot of ground beef, I chose to add 2 tablespoons of this just to get a little bit more salt, a little bit more flavor, and then 2 tablespoons of the garlic jalapeno seasonal. So that's what I got in this bowl, and for some reason, looks like my camera messed up, but that's okay, we'll take it over from here. I added 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs, and then 2 eggs, 2 whole eggs, okay? And what I'm doing here is just mixing everything together. Now what you want to do is start with really ice cold ground beef. Because you're handling the ground beef, the fat will start to melt, if you will. You can see some of the breadcrumbs there, some of the seasonings. So just get it all mixed in there really good. So we have about 5 pounds of meat, the 4 pounds of ground beef and the 1 pound of breakfast sausage. I like to make sure everything is well mixed, get it all incorporated. So what I did to get the ground beef ice cold is I popped it in the freezer for about 10 minutes. And it is super, super cold. All right. So it looks like we're well mixed now. Let me make sure. All right. So to roll the meatballs, real simple process. All right, so let's roll some meatballs here. So just start, we need to make them about a golf ball size, maybe a little bit smaller. Just grab some ground beef. Okay, just like that. And again, you don't want to overhandle these because the fat will start to break down. Okay, so about a golf ball size. And I'm going to be using these sheets that you guys have seen me use before, just like this. Okay, let me make a couple more for you guys. Still a little big. Just roll them, put a little bit of pressure. Real simple. Just like that. For some reason, my family really loves these meatballs. I mean, they come out of the YS640 pellet smoker with a nice smoke ring. They got a good flavor, don't get me wrong. But every time I have family over, I mean, your friends and family are going to tell you that your barbecue's good, so you can keep inviting them over, right? But everybody's always asking me, hey, make some meatballs, make some meatballs. And you can make so many things with these meatballs. You can make, obviously, spaghetti and meatballs. You can make some meatball subs. And for these, what I'm going to use these is for game day. You got some friends coming over. And I'm going to make them a couple of different ways. One way is just smoked out of the smoker. And the other way, I'm going to dip them in some Victory Lane barbecue, spicy barbecue sauce. And you'll see that process when we get to it. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the rest of these up. And I'll take you guys outside of the smoker. Stay tuned. All right, so my Yoder White 640 pellet smoker is up to temperature. I'm going to be smoking these meatballs at 265 degrees on the top shelf. So while my smoker was warming up for 30 minutes, I did put the meatballs in the fridge. That allows the meat to really absorb some of those flavors from the rubs as well. So I'm going to close the lid. We're going to come back and check on them in 30 minutes, and we'll rotate them. So stay tuned. All right, so we're 30 minutes into the cook now. Let's take a look at these meatballs. Oh yeah, they're still not ready. It's only been 30 minutes, so I'm just going to rotate these 180 degrees, just like that. Get an internal temperature. 127. So probably going to take these up to 160, maybe even 170. So we'll check back in about 30 minutes. Stay tuned. All right, so we're 1 hour into the cook. Let's get an internal temperature here. 147. So I'm trying to take these to 165, maybe 170. So gonna give it another 15 minutes or so, and we'll pull them off and I'll see you guys inside. Stay tuned. All right, so the meatballs are ready and the total cook time was 1 hour and 15 minutes. And look at this amazing color. Almost like a reddish, purplish color, nice and smoked. So what I'm gonna do for half of these is just dump them in this Victory Lane spicy barbecue sauce. Just like this. Okay. These haven't been resting but maybe 1 minute when I took them off the smoker. Okay, so the barbecue sauce is warmed up, nice and hot. And so are the meatballs. Look at that. Then the other half, I'm just gonna leave them as is, just a regular smoked meatball. So I'm gonna dip the rest of these, probably about half of them, and we'll back the camera up and give it a taste. Stay tuned. All right, so the meatballs are ready. Let's give them a taste. They smell amazing. So I'm just gonna take one of the smoked ones with no sauce. I'm not a big barbecue sauce kind of guy. I wanna show you guys the center of this. Look at that. Good smoky flavor in there. Smoky color as well. Got that smoke ring almost around the entire meatball, as you can see. Now the temperature, I took them to 175, okay? So they are safe to eat. So let me just, it's extremely juicy. Here we go, cheers. That is a great meatball. The flavor of the smoke and the flavor of the rubs, absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna try the one with the Victory Lane spicy barbecue sauce. Look at that. This is it right here. You can buy this stuff in gallons. I'm gonna cut this one in half as well. Looks and smells good. Here we go. You know what? I'm not a big barbecue sauce guy, but that Victory Lane spicy barbecue sauce is magical with these meatballs. Absolutely delicious. Really good meatballs. Again, you can make spaghetti and meatballs, some subs, or again, enjoying for a game day. Got a couple of my buddies in the garage in my man cave. Gonna plate these up. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys like this video. Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, Joe, Smokin Joe's Spit Barbecue. See ya.